I what's up, my weebs? It's just so weird on that intro, but welcome back to my channel. Before we start this video off, I would like to say thanks for all the support that you've been giving me. Like, my channel is rising fast. Like, thank you for even clicking on the video. And second, um, I'm about to make these what ifs that I've been sending us out of the comments, and I've been sharing a lot that I actually like. So I'm gonna make them, but I'm gonna leave them as a surprise right now. But over this weekend, I'm gonna start, uploading the episodes ones of them, and I have a custom made one that I made myself. Who knows? It might be original or it might not. But other than that, let's get started. So I last left off with Naruto arriving at the Akatsuki base. Now, doing this, like, let's say time period of 3 days, extracting the one tails out of Gaara because Naruto never grew close to him. And the only reason he actually used a seal on him during the fight was because he just didn't feel like fighting Shikaku right then and there. He was just like it really isn't worth it. So at the Akatsuki base, he would see Itachi, and two things would go through his head. He would think, why did Itachi lie? And he was thinking, does he know what actually happened to Seijui? Because, he knows what actually happened to Itachi, but he doesn't know what actually happened to, Shizui. It's so weird. I can't say his name right, and I know there's some people cringing. So, Itachi would just like say, Naruto, before you say anything, this is the Akatsuki and welcome. And Naruto would be kind of confused because he's confused that he said welcome. It's like, are they kidnapping him or trying to fight him? So Naruto would jump up and get into a fighting stance, but immediately Itachi would calm him down and say, no, Naruto, it's not in that way. I don't know what you're thinking. It's kind of a recruitment, but you have no choice. And Naruto is just like, okay, is Sasuke here? And they're not there. Oh, yeah, and also one more thing. I like to point out, I made them do something in like the last episode or episode before that, and let's say that their age is like when they have to graduate the academy is no yeah. Let's say when they have to graduate the academy, their age is like 15, and they be doing missions and all that until they're 18. It doesn't really matter. Like, being able to kill somebody at 15 because you graduated from an academy is still kind of insane, but it doesn't even matter. Yeah, so that problem is solved. And yeah, so right now, being here, Naruto would do a secret technique. It's really not secret anymore. He would just use the flying rising, but like backwards, like like instead of a summoning jutsu, it's like a I forgot what it's called. I'm slow, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like a reverse summoning. So yeah, he basically do that with the Flying Raijin and bring Tamari and Sasuke. He picked out purposely, and Itachi and Pain, who basically all the Akashi members, even Obito was just standing inside of the room. So when Naruto did this, everybody was shocked. But Naruto had to bring his two bays, and he had no choice but to do it into Tamari. Saw that Gaara was dead, but let's say that she didn't care because she hated Gaara. Plot. And yeah, that's my biggest armor plot. And yeah, let's say Naruto would then go on to do. Naruto would then. What am I doing? What am I doing? Naruto would then go on to say, "Oh, if I'm joining, they have to join," and you know, them being who they are, wanted Naruto super bad because he's super strong. Let's just say, okay. And they would just, I don't really know. What am I doing? They would just assign Naruto a room, and that would be how they do this. They would just go. They would just go to their rooms. And Naruto, Sasuke, and Tabari would have the same room. Itachi would just not care because he just doesn't care. But he would super be happy to see Sasuke, but he wouldn't show it because he doesn't want the like most of the Akatsuki to know his weakness. But they kind of know, but they don't want to mess with Itachi either way, so it doesn't really matter. So if you're wondering what happened to Orochimaru, that was out of sound for the Caleb guy who can control the plastic. It doesn't really matter. Let's say that they're just like desummoned because they're his summonings. And Zabuza has his sword. And by the way, the screen might be black, but yeah, it doesn't really matter because I'm not using the same recording software. Hopefully this one is actually better. But other than that, yeah, they would just chill like that for about a week. No one doing any moves. They got the one tails. And what they would do to start off, like to give Naruto his first mission, solo mission, it would be to capture the two tails Yugito. So Naruto thinking, wow, this is gonna be, this might be a hard mission. He would think of like strategies to get inside of the cloud to get Yugito. And what he would do, he would cloak his chakra to like the chakra of a villager inside the cloud village, and then he would find like he would be above the cloud village and all of these barriers, and he would kill one of the villagers like with one of his like secret powers, like a move that's as fast as light. So like when it shot in, the barrier couldn't sense it, and it was too fast for anyone to even see, and it was silent. So when dude died, Naruto appeared, so he would switch places, going through like the barrier. So not even the right Kage knew he came inside, and he looked like one of the villagers now. So he was good to walk around. Doing this now, Naruto would be surprised to see how happy the village is, and then he'd be even more surprised to see that the two toes and the eight toes are actually super close to each other. Not in the way that you're thinking, because I know some of you have dirty minds, but they're close to each other, and that's all that matters. So, Naruto would then appear on top of a mountain, which is where the two, chakra signals was coming from, and this would say the home of the demon. By the way, well, B is very, very like popular, and Yogito is like they think her is a demon, but B is popular because like his military status and all of that. So yes, and B is just there visiting. He just comes a lot. Let's say he just comes around a lot because it's just like his family. So Naruto would say, um, "Hello, Yugito, is that your name?" He was usually saying his name while he's walking up to the door, thinking of an easy way to escort her out of the village so he can kill her. So, walking up to this door, he have two minds going through his head. Hopefully, he doesn't have to fight both of these because it's not like he will lose, but it will be a drag. That Shikamaru attitude, and also he be thinking, what if the Raikage appears, like make an entrance, but while doing this, or while thinking this, he would reach the door and he would start knocking on the door. And before they came out, he would switch his presence, well, not his presence, but he would switch his genjutsu that's above him to appear as Naruto, like the one with the black leather jacket down to his knees. I didn't have black pants on and the black forces because he shisty. He black just like my screen right now. But other than that, why do I keep saying that? Other than that, I'm gonna stop running on, bro. This is so fucking gay, bro. This is gay, and yeah. But he would go on to say that like he's Naruto Uchiha, and that would be it. And he would say that he would like to, meet you because he's one of the, tailed beasts, and you know, he's he wants to meet them. and they would fall for the bait because he's the nine tails either way. If they wanted to fight him, they could not win that fight if he was a perfect Jinchuriki or even a half good Jinchuriki, then they probably wouldn't win that fight. So they decided to back off and just let him come in the house, if you're wondering. And going inside this house, Naruto would be very surprised that even though it set the home of the demon, the house was very clean and it had a lot of supplies in it. And Naruto was like, he was confused until the answer got answered by B. The question got answered by B, and he would say, I brought all of this, and that's why the house is looking so good. Because B knew how it is to be a Jinchuriki, he would know exactly what Naruto is thinking. So they would go down, they would go on a sit down, and Naruto would talk to them, and he would learn about Yugito and B. He would learn that, you know, the like, you know, that I think it's yes, the egg tails name is Ox, and I forgot what the two tails name is, but it doesn't matter. I think it's like some hobby, something hobby, Ratabi, I don't know. But I know it's Shikaku number one, Son Goku number four. No, I think yes, Son Goku is number three. No, Son Goku number four. What am I talking about? Well, this might get into that though. I need to stop running on. Let's go back to when they're sitting on the couch. He would learn about both of their tail beasts, and they would get ask him about Kurama. He would say that all that he knows about his tail beast right now, is that his name is Kurama, and I can't tell you anything else because it's classified. And then they will feel dumb because I told him everything about their military power, basically except the Raikage. So Naruto, knowing this now, he would say, in his head, he would say, actually, I need to try something out because they actually seem like pretty kind people for Jinchurikis, and he would actually not decide. He would decide not to kill Yugito, and he would just leave the village, heading back on the way. Like heading back to the Akashi hideout. He'd feel a little bit disgusted that he was like that he didn't want to kill, but he didn't care, and he would just keep going. Making it back to the Akashi hideout, he would see pain. And Naruto still been Naruto would have the king of talk no jutsu, and he would get Pain to understand that getting all of the tail beasts is not it, coach. And Pain would be like, as a matter of fact, Naruto, you're right, it's not it. And he would just decide to not. He would decide to summon all of the Akatsuki, and he would say, Nata has told me something. He has enlightened my eyes, and he has told me that getting all the tail beasts is not something that we should do, and it's not the way this repeat's going to happen. And now, before he could finish the sentence, you know, you know, basically, I'm pretty sure it was Kakuzu and Hidan who wanted money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just them two, but yeah, they would say, "How are we supposed to get money?" Naruto said, "I'm the Hokage's son. I have ways, and plus I have wood style. I could just make a tree, because money does come off of trees if you didn't know, because it's made of paper. But other than that, he said he can make a tree with little money on it, and he will give it to you, because that's just how Naruto rolls. And why did I say rolls? I'm so cringy. But yeah, he would decide to, say that. And then Obito and Zetsu would decide to attack at the same time because Obito still wants to fulfill his promise to Madara and all of that stuff, and Zetsu just wants to revive Kaguya. Now Naruto, been basically a god, would read Zetsu's mind, and he would body Zetsu immediately, cutting up White Zetsu, not even able to clone himself or anything, cutting him up faster than Zeldris or Meliodas would be able to do, even faster than a Flash if he had a sword. And then Black Zetsu, he would just just burn and then just rip him apart, just burn him up until he's ashes or anything, and put him in a jar and then he would throw him out of orbit, out of the entire solar system, out of the universe, that even Kagi or none of the or nor the Osatsukis could even find him again, and he would be floating ashes in the middle of absolute nowhere. So just bodied, and then he would put White Zetsu in there too and do the same thing, even though he didn't have to do none of that. So basically, he was just being extra for no reason, but he was just taking precautions. And he would just grab Obito by his mask, and then, I don't know why, but I just put my hand on top of my face. It's like, yeah, it's just like when you get too deep into thought to your thoughts. Oh my gosh, bro, just like what? I said I might pull one of these. Please give me 5 likes so I can get on, um, so I can be happy. I'm just playing. I really don't really care for likes or anything like that, but thanks for the support. And um, yeah, Naruto would grab Obito's mask and take it off, and then he would just like go through all of his memories and thoughts, and then he remember a picture that he used to see inside of his dad's house, the father's house, or however he wants to say it, and he would remember that he seen Kakashi Sensei, a little girl, and a little boy with goggles on, just like he used to have when he was a kid. But he only used the Raccoon because he wanted to feel like he wanted to pretend to like want attention and all of that and be bad. But he still didn't paint on the statues of like Hokage's faces. But then he remembered that this is Obito, Kakashi's friend, and Ren, because they met through Ren, and he put the pieces together and remembered that this is Minato's team, because Ren's still alive, and he was learning with Obito's, like, what's Obito's reasoning behind this. I'm sorry for my little sister's crying, but he would learn that Obito's reason behind this is that Kakashi married Ren, and that is why he like wants to kill Kakashi and all that. And he also wanted to kill Ren, but now that Naruto talk no jutsu'd him so much that Obito even got talk no jutsu'd and played that Obito is a new man now, and Naruto is basically up there with the leaders of the Akatsuki. Then he would say, actually, let's take a power scaling, and then we'll see who's the strongest member of the Akatsuki. And I hope this hurts no one's feelings, but this will come out as the power levels. I'm pretty sure Sasori and Dailoro would be at the bottom. Then it would come Kakuzu, Hidan, and then it would come actually I think Kisame would be is like we hold on. Let me deal with this problem. This is just hurting me way too much. Hold on, wait a second. I can't even do it right. I'm such a this is hurting my feelings so much right now. Okay, she's my sister's just she shut up. Hopefully my phone isn't you know messing up a lot, but even though I know it is, but like I don't really care. But Naruto would go on to scale them out. Sasori Daidara at the bottom, then Kisame without Samehada would be there, and then Kakuzu Hidan, and then Kisame with Samehada, and then it would be Itachi, Obito if he didn't know the weakness of the Rinnegan, and then then it would be Pain, and then it would be Obito since he does know the weakness of the Rinnegan or Pain himself. So then at the top we'll call Naruto, and that would be it. But also in between, like in the middle, would be Sasuke and Tamari combined together would be able to beat at least somebody in that Akatsuki. Doesn't really matter. But Naruto, being who he is, was just be like just say, actually, since I'm the strongest, how about I become the leader of the Akatsuki? Everybody would agree because his attitude, his power, is all great for leadership, and he would become the leader of the Akatsuki. during this time period, everyone in the Leaf is panicking because Naruto just went with his biggest enemy, the Koski, and now they're all scared because they think that Naruto will come and attack them, and now they even like they have more hatred for him, even though that he left, like not willingly, but willingly is there now. So yeah, that is strange. And next episode is gonna be really fire. So I'm gonna get on that later. But that's gonna be the last episode because this series should have never been as overpowered as it was. I'll make a remake of the series one day, but not today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I would like to say, please don't leave yet. I gotta put in my password for some reason. But I would like to say, please, can I get 15 likes on this video or more? I don't really care. It's up to you if you want to spend your lifetime on me. But I'll see you guys in the next video.